My theme for today is creativity in your business. While most photographers are just grabbing their camera and all their gear and all the stuff, the thousands of dollars that we paid for our goodies, and going out and photographing pretty pictures, we're going to do it differently. Because when you're in a business, it's not just about making pretty pictures, it's about making purposeful pretty pictures.
Welcome to Capture and Connect. Insight, challenges, and proven strategies to help you take your passion for photography and turn it into an income-generating business. And now here's your host, Janice Sullivan.
Did you know this is a premiere? Thank you for coming. I'm in the chat. We're talking it up. I come in 15 minutes before. I come every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern to talk with you. Fall is here in the Northern Hemisphere. Whoop, whoop. I love fall. Living in California all my life and now in New England right now, it's the best place to be. I would never be wearing this in California, but the air is crisp. The light is golden. And the colors are just begging to be photographed by us, right? Right. While most photographers are just grabbing their camera and all their gear and all the stuff, the thousands of dollars that we paid for our goodies, and going out and photographing pretty pictures, we're going to do it differently. Yes, we are. Because when you're in a business, it's not just about making pretty pictures. It's about making purposeful pretty pictures. So today I'm going to share with you how I create my photography with a business mindset. So my images don't just sit on a hard drive, they actually connect to my perfect clients who want to purchase them. Your art can be very creative, but also have a game plan. That's how you become known, valued, and profitable. Now, if I sound kind of foggy, I'm just getting over a massive cold that was horrible. Haven't had one of those in a long time, but it feels so good to be outside and I feel so revived. And I hope you will be too after you watch this podcast and you can go out and really focus on your journey of making a beautiful portfolio. But I want to share with you how I was and how I actually gave some of my clients these aha moments, because we all start off photographing from our souls and what we want to photograph, and you still should do that. I used to always just go photographing just for me. And then I got to a point where I was saying to myself, what do I photograph next? And watching this episode, you will always have something to photograph. This is what stops the what do I do next feeling. So when I just went out and photographed for myself, I didn't really think about my business in general. I didn't think about increasing a portfolio that really could connect to my people that I want to sell to. And so everything became really stagnant. And I had too much of one thing. Like too much landscapes that were purple. I need a variety of things. It just was the same thing over and over. Boring. That's what I have to say, boring. And it was boring for my clients too. You know, they want to see a variety of things. When I was doing this, none of it moved my business forward. I would totally come home with all these images that I was just like, wow, these are great. And then I would post-process them and get them all ready. And I'm thinking they would go really good in a portfolio. And I'm like, no, it's just the same thing over and over, because these new images didn't speak to my clients. I didn't have a cohesive portfolio, right? And that's one of the problems when you just go out there and just photograph. We tend to like certain things and we do the same thing over and over. And as creative people, as you and I are, it's good to push ourselves out of our comfort zone a little bit. Sun's coming out. The future's bright. In the fall. Future's so bright. It will be when you watch this whole episode. So once I really learned how to plan my creativity, everything totally changed for the better. And I really pushed this upon my clients. And I've had clients say, oh my gosh, I go out now with a new mission, a new feeling of what I could create. And it's a great feeling. My images became a bigger vision for my business and weren't just done for the art of myself. It became art with a mission, a plan, and it's a really exciting part of your business. Okay, so what I'm going to do is give you 5 steps that I do all the time. Every time I plan a shoot, And this will help you tremendously. I'm going to work on this as fall, but you could do this with any goal set that you're doing, any plan that say you're going out to the Grand Tetons, or you're photographing inside your house because it's winter. So you still could plan this stuff out. Think about what you're working on and you can use this. So these 5 steps will really help you. So the first step is scout for potential locations. Or if you're not going on location, then what is it that you are going to plan to photograph? Okay, think of it that way. And for me, I'm going to look out for fall color hotspots, right? I'm going on location to New England. I want to photograph the fall, so I'm going to look at the hotspots of where to photograph. So I'm going to research Google. Huge. Google is one of my number one. Instagram, some blogs, and local guides that can help me really think about what's in the area. Since I don't know it very well, I don't live here, I need to really find out these locations. And then when I do this, I want you to do this too. I want you to think about, where would your ideal client emotionally connect with? So think about that as you are creating your work. You'll know inside what you truly love to photograph and what your clients will like too. They have the same values as you. So think of those. Now, step 2. Study what's been done before. I always do this. Look up how other photographers shoot these places, or how other photographers shoot your subjects, depending on your goal set. See what's common and overdone. So what this is going to do is give you a creative baseline to work from. Because, maybe a lot of people have shot the Grand Tetons, but we're going to go to step 3, and we're going to plan your unique perspective. So with our uniqueness, I want you to think about it. I want you to decide, how will you see things differently than what you've researched before you've headed out, right? When you get to the location or you have the subject in mind, definitely try maybe tighter crops or different angles or specific moods. I want you to plan a few anchor shots. That's basically what somebody has done. So what I learned from one of my professors is, you have a photographer that you truly love and you like their shot and you want the same shot. So you go to the place, you put your tripod there and you shoot it. And that's like an anchor, right? And then you leave that space or you change it up and do it your way. Do it unique. Step out of that comfort zone. I come out with a lot of crap on my hard drive of playing, but when you come back, sometimes you're like, whoa, this is pretty cool. Okay, this is step 4. Shoot with a purpose. It's client focused, and you know what you have in your portfolio. Maybe you need something different to make the portfolio even stronger. So now I want you to really think about your clients. This is something that you know that the end user will either buy your prints or license, like what I do, license my work, or maybe have decor sets. You're selling a decor of a variety of images as a package for you landscape, nature, and fine art photographers. I have a client that's thinking about doing that, so that's for you. So yes, try your verticals and horizontal and think about how they could use the piece. And I want you to do your best in step 4 is to create a visual, cohesive series. You may not use them later, but what it does is it keeps your mind thinking and playing and trying new things. And it's a great, fun goal set. Okay, the last step, step 5. So step 5 is review for portfolio potential. Portfolio is everything. This is when people really want to see what you're up to. You could show one image, but as they see a portfolio, they will trust you more. They know that you know what you're doing. So before I actually was thinking about my clients, what I would do is I would just pick everything that I like. I want you to, that's okay, but I want you to think a little differently and try this. If you're using Lightroom, like I like to use my white flags, I go really fast. And I look at everything and I pay attention to what fits my brand, basically what is my offers that I'm selling and the themes and series that I have provided for my clients, and then get those together. Ask yourself, would this resonate with the clients that I want to attract? Now, I am going to give you a little bonus towards the end to help you with your business because, yes, we are focusing on your photography. I'm going to give you a couple little things that I do also for my business because that's what we're here for. We're here to build a profitable dream business of your own. I'm going to give you an assignment because I'm always about action. You take action, you will build your business. You've got this. So here's a little mini assignment I want you to do. This is what I'm going to do. I want you to think about what you are actually going to shoot, or if you're going on location. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at one fall location that really hit the mark with me and where I want to go, what others have done. I'm going to research it for like at least 15 minutes. I don't go all crazy. Just get information, do some screen captures. Then I like to try to pick at least 3 creative, unique ways that I could approach this area. It might change because I've never been to this location before, but I have the screen captures of what everybody else has done, and I will change it up a little bit for me. And then I will also go out and shoot with my client in mind. That's the key. What will my client love? What could they use? What can I enhance on a portfolio or start a new portfolio with these pieces that I'm going to go out and shoot? I would love for you to share down below what you plan on shooting this fall, or if it's spring in your area, if you're down under, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. It's so fun to hear what you guys are up to, what you're shooting. You may not be out doing landscape. You may be doing something indoors. I do a lot of creative work indoors too. This is an example of how I did this. So I went to Sedona, Arizona, and we went in the winter, and I wanted to get these pinnacles. They're just so beautiful. It's where tons of people go, and there's a mill down on the bottom. You could see it off to the left. And I planned this location shoot. I wanted to do it during sunset and have all the beautiful colors. And so we went and scouted it out before I actually shot it. I did my research, and I decided to do a HDR pano to make it large. And I also removed the tons of people that are normally in this space. So this image is rare. And yes, I've licensed it out. People have used it before because it's really hard to get this piece, and it's made me some good money. Now, the weather was perfect for me, but that always doesn't happen. So sometimes you just got to work with the weather, right? I think it's part of our journey of what we do as nature, landscape, and fine art photographers. Now let's get into the bonus section. I love this bonus. This will help you tremendously because this is something I do when I'm on my shoots. One of the things that I realize that is really important for me to connect to my clients is behind the scenes. You don't always have to show the pieces of when it's done. Because, matter of fact, I think this is a huge problem that photographers do. They show the piece after it's done, and they don't show people how hard it is to get the shot, to set up for the shot, to plan for the shot, do all the things that we do as photographers. They just see the ending piece and they think that, oh, that's just easy. You have a great camera, right? You've heard of that. You've got a great camera. No. It's not just the camera, it's us making this work. So when you're out there, take your phone. This is perfect. I mean, before we had to use our cameras, but now the phones are great. You can do behind the scene videos. You can share different ways of how you looked for the places and the whatever it is that your clients will love, and they will see what you've done for them. They'll respect that more than just seeing the image completely done. So when you're out there sharing in social media, or when you're out, if you are doing pieces for an art show, it would be fun. I would personally have shots of behind the scenes or little videos that they could go to behind the scenes. It's just an extra step of what you do, but it connects to real people. And you are a person that can be valued by others. So document what you do. That's what I've learned for my business, that when I document and I can share the documentations before I reveal the product or the offer or the piece, it's so much better that people will understand you and what you do for them. Okay, so we'll wrap this up. I want you to know that you are valuable. Your magic, your creativity within your soul can be directed with a purpose. That's what we're doing here. We're here for a purpose, for ourselves and for others. So I want you to be that powerful, creative entrepreneur, photographer that can connect with their clients. And if you don't have this now, this is really good. Find your images that sell. It's a guide to help you curate what you already have. So check that out if you haven't grabbed it already. It's really, really good. And the next episode, it may be a raw, or I am planning, we're going to talk about how you could take these creative images you've captured and actually turn them into a sellable collection. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking about these things. Let me know down below too what kind of episodes would you like to hear. I'm always up for a good chat. And that's how these episodes started, was me going live, and now I'm here in the premiere. I've been chatting with you in the premiere. And I hope you liked this episode. If you do, give it a thumbs up. And also, you can listen to me in your ears on Apple, Amazon, and Spotify. These episodes go up every single week. And I love to chat with you. For all you landscape, nature, and macro photographers, and some of you fine art photographers, we capture what we love and we connect to our clients. Until next week, I will say goodbye. Cheers. If you would like to get show notes, links that I talk about in the episode, and a bunch of other goodness like freebies to help you build your photography business, then head on over to photobizmethod.com. photobizmethod.com. See you there. I always like to do a little bit afterwards just for my YouTube video. Look at, it's even more. See, these are all changing. Got a lot of spots. Oops. The birdhouse didn't get anything this year. You can see in the back. Let's see. See how it's changing back there? Let's go for a walk. I love my trees. My head's throbbing still. I'm still sick. All right. Bye, you guys.